Hello, brothers and sisters. I want again to welcome all of you to this new lesson. Remember, we are still discussing about disabilities in general, and of course, in relation to hearing impairment. So, in this lesson, we are going to focus on learning disorder. And in this country, of course, the State Department for Early Childhood and Basic Education recognizes the criteria for specific learning disorder as, of course, published in the Special Education Act in this country. So the diagnosis requires persistent, of course, difficulties in reading, writing, and performing some simple tasks in arithmetic. So these skills that are looked for, or these skills that can make someone to be said has learning disorder, include the following, but not, of course, limited to: number one, impairment in reading. Someone has a difficulty in reading. That is a learning disorder. Number two, word reading accuracy. The accuracy of reading should be emphasized on. So anyone having a problem with accuracy in reading has a learning disability. Number three, we have a reading rate or fluency. Remember, fluency is how you organize your reading, of course, with a given speed. So those who read slowly are also termed as those with learning disorder. Number four, reading comprehension. If you have a problem with reading comprehension or passages, and then you have a learning disorder. Impairment in written expression. You have problems with written expression. You can't express yourself in written. That means you have a learning disorder. Spelling accuracy. You have problems with writing some words. You don't know the spellings of some words. That one is a learning disorder. The next one, grammar and punctuation accuracy. You have problems or omission of use of grammar and punctuation marks. That one also shows that you have a problem with a learning disorder. Clarity or organization of written expression. There are people who write, you cannot understand what they are writing. For example, in performing mathematics, they start from this point, they come like this, they come and work again here, they go back, come like this. So you can't understand where they started from and where they have ended. That is a learning disorder. If you have such experiences, that is a learning disorder. The next one, impairment with mathematics. If you have a problem with mathematics, you can't perform as some simple arithmetic, or you had problems with mathematics, whether in primary, high school, or tertiary levels, then you have a learning disorder, of course, in mathematics. Number sense is also another problem associated with learning disability or disorder. Memorization of arithmetic facts. You have problems with formulas, mathematics formulas. You can't recognize or you can't even apply a simple mathematical formulas. Then you have a problem with learning disorder. Accurate or fluent calculation. You cannot calculate mathematics the way the teacher has asked you, or the way it's supposed to be worked out. If you do that, then you have a problem with learning disorder. Then, of course, the next one is accurate math reasoning. You can't reason in a mathematical way, of course, during mathematics lesson. Then you have a learning disorder. Lastly, of course, severity is defined as mild, moderate, and severe. So these people with learning disabilities are grouped into three. There are those one with mild, those one with moderate, and those one with severe cases. So in general, you'll agree with me that all of us, we have a problem in learning. So all of us possess learning disorder in one way or the other, just based on what we have discussed. So ensure that as you attend to the deaf or people with hearing impairment or hard of hearing, ensure that you give them a lot of care and love, and of course learn how to accommodate all people with disabilities, because everyone, as we have learned in this lesson, possesses a disability or a disorder. See you in the next lesson.